It always comes from the top. It comes from the CEO down to the COO, down to the CFO, and I think that needs to trickle down to the people that are making the decisions, the buyers, the people in purchasing. The people at the top get it, but they really need to make sure that the people that are working under them know what it is that their diversity goals are.
This event is hosted by a private corporate entity, and we think that really makes a difference because they understand the business imperative. So it's less of a touchy-feely conference and more about making meaningful, established network connections that will result in business. So if you want to get a snapshot glimpse into the Owens Minor culture, attending this symposium is a great way to do it.
The CEO is here and the chairman of the board. I can tell you that doesn't always happen. That's how I know it's really important.
Everybody is represented from IDNs to GPOs to large distributors. All the decision makers that work at Owens Minor are here, and you have a chance to meet them. You have from Gil Minor, the chairman of the company, to the president, down to the supplier relations team. You can talk to them about your products, and it's just a great way to get into Owens Minor so they can learn who you are and what you do.
As things seem to get bigger and smaller at the same time, let's not forget what's important in business, and that's about the people in this room and how we work together and how we look for opportunities for everybody in this room and across our country.
Understanding the language of healthcare is totally different than what we're accustomed to, but just coming here for the second time alone, still learning, but it's been a tremendous experience for us, and I think we can really be a great partner in the healthcare industry.
To meet with the senior level IDNs and also with the high level at Owens Minor, which brought us together. This thing has been much faster, and it has been a great platform for Trinity, and we have grown our Trinity business through this platform tremendously.
We are no longer limited to selling our goods and services to the buyer next door. As diverse healthcare companies, the opportunities are now global.
Engaging in the symposium, it's just opened our eyes to, wow, these are opportunities outside of the United States that we as a small business can be a part of.
You want to go international? Well, you have to make sure you have a solid international business plan.
Be real clear on what your perspective is and bake that into your strategy, and make sure you really socialize that strategy with other folks.
These folks help us, if we are really listening, evaluate our weaknesses, take the information that we didn't have prior to coming here, and cause that to be stronger organizations as we move forward.
Really focus on the how, and to focus on very practical solutions, options, strategies for building the scale that we all need in order to compete in this consolidated and more global supply chain.
Before you go and try to get a $50 million contract or get capital, you might go and recruit a professional manager to join your team who's been where you're trying to go.
The real wealth now, and you'll see this in healthcare, is really in the knowledge economy.
The role of HSDA is to, as a trade association, is to make sure that the suppliers get business in healthcare. That's when we know we've been successful. You can't do that if you're not as competitive as possible. And to be competitive, you've got to have information.
So come with an open mind. Don't come with any preconceived notions, because there are none. Come with an understanding that you're here to learn and not necessarily to give anything. It truly is an educational forum for us to come to, especially young entrepreneurs that are diverse, to see what it really looks like, what it really takes to be successful in the healthcare industry.
Work with us so that we can continue to put into place the things that makes supplier diversity work for our customers, for our communities, and for our shareholders. And that is critical. That is what it all adds up to. The people making a difference and generating wealth in our communities.